Hey guys, welcome you to the House of Iban where all your dreams come true. I wanted to do this video about 5 things that you would not have known because of the wall. The wall being the wall that Trump wants, your president. Yes, your president. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Let's get into the video. Number 1, if you did not know, which you probably didn't, there's a county in Alabama called Lowndes County. This county is the poorest county in the country, and there are about 5,000 residents in this county, all mostly African American. They have been going through years of having poor sewage systems. So the bathroom that you go to in your home goes to a pipe connected to the pipes in your community, which go to the the pipes in your city. And they have a system where they have a filtering system for the water, for the sewage. But in Lowndes County, they don't have that. And people have been going to the Alabama Health Department and trying to protest and give them information and just rally for the government to actually do something about it, and the government has not done anything. And it's 2019 and people are still not having the proper sewage systems that they deserve as a basic need for any human. So for them, most people probably live in mobile homes or houses that just have probably one bedroom, and the toilet is just from at the bottom of the toilet, it just goes straight down. It goes to a pipe and it goes outside, either in the front yard or in the backyard of the person's house, and the sewage just stays there and it has nowhere to go. Or it could go from the pipe into a hole, but once it gets full, it's just gonna raise up and go into the yard. And sometimes, from videos I've seen and done research on, the sewage goes back into the person's home, and so they try to clean it, but you try to clean sewage, pee, throw up, boo-boo, and everything else that you flush down the toilet, and it comes back into your home, you won't be able to clean all that up. And so the government of Alabama has not helped this county. And if you're watching, I would just ask you to put yourself in those people's shoes, because I know that you would not want sewage to come back into your house. So please, government of Alabama, the health department in Alabama, please do something about this major atrocity that is happening to my people, my black people in Lowndes County. You may not be black, but it's a basic need that every human that lives in a house should have. Number 2, there's a river in India called the Ganges River. It's in the northern region of the country, and it's considered to be very holy. Hindus, over 1 billion Hindus respect it and regard it for their religious practice. They bathe in it. They just have a deep regard for it, a deep respect for the Ganges River. What's really going on with the river is that it's a environmental crisis going on. The river is contaminated with raw sewage, industrial waste being metals and toxic chemicals, dead bodies. The river has dead bodies in it because, from what I've researched, the Hindus, they don't bury their bodies. They put it on a boat, I guess, and they burn it. And so when it burns, they send it into the river. And when it's done burning, it just goes into the water. Plastic containers, anything that's trash that you probably will see on the road, it's in the river. There is also contaminated waste from hospitals. All of this pollution is being used for religious practices, drinking water, and water to cook. And it's contaminating, it's it is causing diseases. The Indian government in 2014 started this initiative to input about $3 billion, I believe, into cleaning the river, the Ganges River. And After 3 years, so 2014, 15, 16, 2017, only $205 million was spent on this initiative, and nothing was still cleaned as promised by the Indian government. And so this issue still is occurring. There have not even been any new um, water filtering systems put in place for just filtering out the water that's being pushed into the river. One of the members from this organization that was put in place for overseeing the project of cleaning the river, he said this very uh, ill-informed, not based on fact comment. He said that if you just put more water into the river will clean itself because it has healing properties. That's not based on fact or reality. You cannot put more water to a river that's already contaminated with feces, piss, dead bodies, pollutants, man-made pollutants. You cannot dilute that with more water. It's not possible, and the river is not going to heal itself. It's not a person. So, in my belief, not to disrespect any Hindus, please, this is not any disrespect, but at some point you have to put whoever you believe in, God, Allah, Jesus Christ, Buddha, whoever you believe in, they have given you the ability to think for yourself and to use common sense. So at this point, you have to use common sense. Am I still going to bathe in this water that's possibly going to kill me? That's killing me slowly inside because of all these pollutants? And am I going to still let the government do this to me because they promised to clean it and they still have not done so? So with that, I should just say, people, please continue to use your common sense and do not self-harm yourself when you know a situation is not good for you. Number 3. Some of you may have not known that the country of Venezuela has been really going through a very tumultuous time as far as their government not supporting the citizens through this famine crisis, not having enough food, not having enough money, not being able to do what they've done before as a citizen. Maduro was elected for a second term for being president, and the government has not really helped the citizens. The citizens have really been struggling every single day to feed their kids and to just give their kids the basic necessities and themselves. Thousands of Venezuelans have decided to leave their homes in Venezuela to travel to other countries to escape this very brutal way of living now. And so some of them have ended up in Colombia, the country of Colombia, and they cannot afford to bury their family members when they pass away. So there is this one woman who is retired in Colombia and has devoted her time to burying family members of Venezuelans for free. Number 4, the country, Hungary in Europe, has decided to create a policy where they want to increase the number of children being had in their country without accepting that same help from the movement of immigrants and migrants. The Hungarian government has created this initiative to their target audience, millennials, to have at least 1 to 3 kids. At the most 3 kids, they'll give the Hungarian family 10 million Hungarian dollars. That equals to 36,000 US dollars. So families across the country of Hungary have all agreed to this policy coming from their government. They call it a Christian democracy. So in my opinion, the Hungarian government is pretty much saying to me that they don't like migration or immigration, and they don't want those people coming into their country and having sex with their natural born citizens and creating a different race. I don't know. Saw this on Vice News, and they were interviewing one of the families, and the man that agreed to have these 3 kids with his wife said that even before this policy, he supported the government, and he said that even after this policy, he would still support the government even with all its faults. And that, to me, is the same mindset that led to what Hitler did to the Jews. Like this blind support that you're giving someone despite all the facts that they've given you to show that they are not nice to other people, that they don't give common respect, common decency to others. That just, in this world that we live in, that just, it continues to be a global thing where people are continuing to support people that are biased in their decisions, are not regarding other people's lives. And I just hope that as a world, as a people, that we stop doing that and understand that people that disrespect others should not be empowered. Number 5. This one topic is not something that you haven't heard of. The Jussie Smollett incident where he was attacked with a rope and beat up by 2 white men who are allegedly Trump supporters, so I don't get sued. But what I want to talk about is how, I don't know if you've seen it, but Trump was asked how he felt about this attack on Jussie and his response to it. And as you all know, he always says it's a horrible thing, it's horrible. But then he turns around and starts talking about immigration and why there's a need for a wall. Mind you, there were 2 white men, two white men. What Trump decides to do is turn it to what he wants, his wall. And he says that's why we need immigration reform, and that's why we need a wall to stop letting these people come into our countries. I wish white people would understand that these Latino populations that are coming to this country do not care about you. They don't want your job because you're not the one in the fields picking vegetables and fruits for farmers. You're not the ones doing dirty work just to get by, to create a new life for your family. They are. So you need to stop being so stuck in your head and realize that they are escaping horrible situations in their countries, whether it's Colombia, Honduras, Chile, Argentina, Panama, Belize, wherever they're coming from. They are escaping horrible conditions that are not is not a good place to live and raise children. So they're coming here for a better life. I don't understand why you are so indicative on not letting other people live their lives and live their best lives when you want to live your best life as well. I'm sure you were distracted, and that was my point of making this video. I wanted to do this video to show you how you can easily be distracted by things people say or do. And you have to stay focused in order to combat negativity, combat all these horrible situations that are going on in our country and around the world, to focus on what matters. Treating people with kindness, with love, common decency, treating them with the same respect that you would want in return. I hope you have a great day. Stay true to yourself and be the best you. Thanks for watching. Bye.